Hey guys, Patrick with MT Knives, and I want to cover a couple things with you in a short video. First off, I had a question about the sheaths, the Kydex sheaths, and the question was, the person was concerned whether or not the knife would come out of the sheath. When I make them fairly tight because they will loosen up over time. So anyways, one test that I do to check and see if my knife is securely in the sheath is I go ahead and drop the knife, and at the same time I kind of give it a tug up, making sure that the knife, if it does come out, it's going to hit something, you know, put a blanket, pillow, something down on the ground that's not going to damage the knife if it does come out, and probably wear adequate foot protection, which not really covered there today, but I know this sheath is good. So we take and just drop it, give it a pull up, kind of a snap it, make sure that it does not come out of the sheath. Now I would consider this acceptable. It did move a little bit, but it was securely in the sheath, and that would be, you know, if you were to jump down off of something high and land abruptly, you know, that would be similar to the impact that the knife would receive. So if it passed that test, then your sheath is good. Now if you leave your knife in the sheath, like in a vehicle or something where it could get pretty hot, that could damage the sheath. So if you feel like the sheath has been compromised in any ways, I would suggest not wearing the knife and getting a new sheath made. So that's that. And then I've also was kind of in the designing phase of some new knives. I try to every now and then come up with a new design, and I wanted something small that would be good for a neck knife. And the problem is trying to design a small knife is you have to get rid of some length somewhere, whether that be the blade or the handle, and I want something that's still functional. And so this is a design that I kind of come up with at first, and I thought you know, you could hold it in your hand, and I'm not too sure that I really like the design. I ramped up, sorry about that, I ramped up the spine of the knife to give you a place to place your thumb and give you some more traction or gripping power. So then from there I kind of decided, you know what, I don't really like it on my finger, and I come up with this design, and I haven't cut this out, but I intended on that being a ring on the end. But I like it better as far as the feel, the grip. And so my point is when you design a knife, it's easy to get an idea in your head, but when you actually put it out on paper, what people don't understand is that if you even take just the slightest changes in a knife, totally changes not only the way that it looks, but the way that it feels. And the challenging part is to design a knife that is both aesthetically pleasing and also functional. It functions well. So I kind of like this design. However, it's a little bit larger. I was shooting for something a little bit smaller. But the other thing is, if you want to design a knife, go ahead and draw it up, place it on some cardboard or something, cut it out. That way you can kind of get a feel for it, imagine how it feels in your hand. If you were to be doing some cutting or skinning, whatever function that you are designing the knife for, you can then hold it in your hands, imagine how it's going to cut, how it's going to feel, and that gives you a good idea of where you need to make changes. This is Patrick with MT Knives. Thank you for watching.